Good morning, sir. How can I help you today?
Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to kind of share with you guys a new project that I've been working on. So it's an AI voice cloner. I didn't actually make the voice cloning capabilities. That's from an open source project that I found on GitHub called Chatterbox. There'll be a link to that in the description of this video. But basically what I did was I just took that open source voice cloning project and I built like a backend and front end system for it. So now you can use it to like create your own custom like AI voices and like train like text to speech voices and stuff like that. Like I'm saying like AI, but it's not necessarily really AI. It's synthesizing your text into the voice of the audio file you upload pretty much. So it's just like some voice cloner. I integrated a front end system that lets you kind of create your own voices. There's also like a whole back end system so I can do like API calls to it. And also on the GitHub repo that I made, there's like already kind of voice system set up for Jarvis, Edith, Karen, and Friday as well from like the Marvel movies, because I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I just kind of want to show you the system that I have set up. You have like the back end system right here that just has different endpoints set up for like creating voices, deleting voices, getting the voices, and then it imports this the Chatterbox text to speech. And so then I also have like the voice cloner like Chatterbox like repo cloned into this project as well that it accesses and uses for all of that. Then I have the front end portion built out here so you can just like interact with that and create your own voices. Once you start it up, this is what it'll look like. Then you just select the voice and type up the text that you want it to say. Then you hit read text and then it will generate the audio file in this voice.
Good morning, sir.
This button here just like refreshes this list here. I'm currently saving everything just to like a JSON file here, so it's not hooked up to like any sort of like database systems. You don't have to worry about doing like some sort of like complex like configuration or something like that. But with the JSON formatting and how it does things here, it'd be easier to like port it over to like some sort of database if you wanted to later. But then to create your own voice, literally what you do is you just type in the name of the voice you want, and then you select like whatever audio file you want to do. Right now everything has to be in WAV files. Maybe eventually I'll add like MP3 formatting and stuff later, but right now everything's just like in WAV files. Yeah, and then you'll just hit save. Here, I'll just select one so you guys can see. I'll just select, yeah, the Jarvis one again, and then you just hit save. None of these voices are like deletable, but the ones you create you can delete, so you just hit the delete button, take it out of there. I can do like Friday's voice.
Good morning, sir.
Some of them don't necessarily like work as well as others, just because I went onto like YouTube, found clips of these different people like talking, and then just like clipped them out of that and created the audio files that it uses for the voice synthesizing. So none of these are actually pre-trained models. So to like pre-train a model, what I would need to do is I would need to go and splice up all of the different audio files into the different sentences that each person says, and then like transcribe all of those audio clips as well, and then create that into a model that it uses. And then you could also have like real-time chatting. They wouldn't have to like re-synthesize the audio every single time when you generate a new message. I'm currently working on doing the one for Jarvis, but the other ones I haven't started yet. And another thing is I'm also running this on an M4 Apple Silicon chip, so you'll have to go and adjust the configuration. So if you're doing this in like Windows, like Linux or something like that, you'll have to like adjust some settings and stuff in configuration, so that way it works on like your Windows computer, so you have to change this like CPU instead of like MPS. Or if you get CUDA set up, then you can hook it up to like a GPU or something, like with like an NVIDIA GPU or something like that, just so that way the actual like voice synthesizing is faster. And also for the audio clips that I've been using so far, I've been using anywhere from like 20 to about 30-second audio clips. So, and with running it on like an M4 chip, it takes about like 5 seconds to generate the speech. So I can just like add more stuff here. Like it's about the same.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you today?
But the project I made with Chatterbox is also in the description of this video, so you guys can go and check that out, mess around with it. The whole reason why I made this anyways is just because I want my own AI to be able to like talk to me in like cool voices and stuff, because right now I'm just using like a general Python like text to speech library, so everything just sounds like super robotic, but I wanted something like a little more realistic. Eventually I want to make a full video kind of talking about the AI system that I've been working on developing for it, but basically how I've been doing it so far for my own custom AI. It's all voice command based, so you just talk to it, and then I have like some pre-programmed functions that it can use, like moving the cursor, clicking elements, opening like applications, launching the browser, doing like a web search, things like that. Like there's pre-programmed like Python functions I can do all that. But then what I do, I use just the ChatGPT API endpoint right now. So it like kind of based on what I say, it will decide what it should do based on the Python functions that I have programmed. But I'm also trying to set up like a queue of like a neural network, kind of like of how it like thinks and processes stuff. So like I can interrupt it and whatnot and like interject things into current processes that are running. So like if I said pull up my latest YouTube video or something, and then it started pulling up like that video while it's in the middle of doing that, I could just say, actually, never mind, let's listen to some music instead. And then it wouldn't realize that that new command that I just said means it should stop doing whatever process it was currently working on, and then like open up my Spotify, pull up some music and start like playing that or something like that. Eventually I want to get to that point. Right now how it works, everything's just like in a queue and it'll just do the one thing at a time, wait for that to finish, then go to the next thing. But I'll make a full video kind of explain how that works just because it's a lot for this one. I really just kind of wanted to show the voice cloner thing that I've been working on and share that with you guys. So hope you guys enjoy.